this is what can happen. Because she still, after it got shown in court, this is no bullshit, it got shown in court as in like, this is honestly what can happen. She still tried to fight it. And apparently the lawyer's just like, they've got you on video. I've seen it. Like, I literally just watched it. We can't win. And she's like, no, go for them. Go for the throat. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Morokaii with 2 Eyes. We are back. We're on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. Now, mate, with your job, do you ever feel like if there was an accident to happen, you could be held liable?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, maybe a slip or a fall in the store.
Yeah, no, most definitely, yes.
Now, would you also admit that as time goes on in the job, you definitely take those, I guess, safety precautions a lot less seriously because it never happens?
I would say most definitely.
You just kind of take it casually.
Yeah,
and it's just,
more or less.
It's not in the back of your head. I wanted to talk about that today because I find that very interesting. There's a few things that have happened where they all kind of add up in a way that's really scary to think about, but I can also see how they were very laid back in a way.
Okay.
So we'll start off with TwitchCon. At TwitchCon,
I've heard about this.
They had a foam pit where you would battle with those kind of long sticks and you try to knock...
Genuine, like, large Q-tips.
Yeah, great way to put it.
Like, in all seriousness.
Large Q-tip battles, and one would be on one podium, the other, and you would just try to knock the other person off, plain and simple. And around the podium is just all these square, squishy foam... I don't know.
Like block things, I guess
block things,
say?
yeah.
Like just
little block
squares,
boys.
cubes.
Yeah, and they were foamy, so you put enough in... It's like a foam pit.
Yeah, more or
Fall
less.
in, you're not going to damage yourself. Yeah, I know that, you know, your brother loves going to one of those skate parks where they're indoor and you can do those jumps.
Yeah, the foam pit or even bounce, I think it is, with the trampolines we have here in Australia.
Now, you would think, 100% you would think, if you're going to that and you're going to go off the, I don't know, you're riding your bike in there, your skateboard, or you're going to bounce, if you jump into those, no matter what height, you feel like you'd be safe, wouldn't you?
Most definitely.
Yeah, I would trust, and I'd be like, there is probably that much
That's the reason
foam.
why it's there. Like, it makes perfect sense.
Oh, definitely. Well, at Twitch, what they did was they set up this foam pit, but there just wasn't enough of those little cube boys.
Yeah, shit. You
Wasn't
gotta have
enough
the cube boys.
Yeah. So maybe it was like, let's just say 2 or 3, you know, little foam cube boys deep, when it should have been about 10, 15. Should have
20,000,
give
or take.
It should have played it safe. So what happened was this girl, this streamer, and I think she does OnlyFans. I think that's part of it. Yeah, because I went to go check out her stream because I was like, oh, this poor girl. But OnlyFans was in the title. And I was like, well, that's 2022, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Honestly.
That's culture.
Yeah.
It's character building.
It's beautiful. She won. I subscribe. She won, and she was so excited. She was like, oh, yeah, let's go. And on the YouTube video, I'll show the clip. She jumps as high as she can in celebration, and like a cheerleader, she spreads her legs. Maybe it's the OnlyFans coming out. I don't know. But it was like a cheerleader excitement pose, and she lands completely flat on her butt. Now, you know, if you've got
as we all probably have.
Have you got foam around you, mate? You're all good. Complete no foam. As in, the foam was so light that she only had, I think, maybe 1 or 2 square boys like we were talking about. Right?
Bloody hell.
Only about 30 centimetres long each side.
But it's the height of the fall.
So, exactly. So she's jumped as high as she can off this podium, landed straight on her butt, and she's hit the ground and bounced back up a little bit. If you jump as high as you can, land straight on your butt, and you actually get some bounce, oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's
so bad. She tries to get out of the foam pit. She looks like she's joking around, but no, she's in massive pain. Ambulance had to show up. They had to make sure she's okay.
TwitchCon's ruined.
Turns out she's broken 2 bones in her back and needs to get a metal...
like rod?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's fucked.
Life-changing.
Big time.
Back injuries are life-changing, even small ones. I knew someone who...
Back or neck. Like,
I knew someone who popped a disc because he just bent down to pick up his niece. Right? And ever since, he hasn't been the same. Any type of back injury is massive. To snap your back in 2 places, now have a metal rod, horrible. The same thing at this event. Apparently, a couple of people got a few bad bruises, a couple of big knocks, but you don't hear about it unless you don't hear about these things unless you've got a big following.
Like that, yeah.
But one girl who was a Twitch follower or a Twitch streamer, she posted that her friend dislocated her knee in the pit. Okay, because you're at an event where they're all streamers, all have socials, everything. It's getting posted a lot. So now they're massively under attack. But what I was going to talk to you about is, if you're just doing your job, maybe you don't like the job too much, you're not even thinking about it you're not even thinking it through as much as you should.
Yeah,
you're filling this foam pit up. It's not your regular job to fill a foam pit up.
Yeah, true.
You're not putting enough in. You're not actually taking that
into account, yeah.
You're not thinking about it. I would sue like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, you'd have to.
I would sue like there's no tomorrow. But would you feel bad being one of those employees that filled the pit?
I feel like you'd definitely be like, fuck.
Okay. So we're going to go...
I would like to think that anyways. That's me as an individual. That's how I would be.
Well, we're going to go hide in that. So the next one I'm going to talk about is... I've seen a video online where there was a teenager in America, and if anyone doesn't know, when you go to the Melbourne show or Luna Park... I think Luna Park, actually, there's the giant drop.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I hate that. Yeah, that's Queensland, but yeah.
Is it? I think
there's probably one at Luna Park.
Oh, it's a bit smaller.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, so sorry, Lee's correct. It is in Queensland.
That massive thing where you're up the top and then it's like... Whoosh.
Yep, you're completely right. Sorry, it's not Melbourne Show, it's in Queensland. The giant drop is ginormous. It goes straight up and shock. It just drops.
Yeah.
But it does...
It says it in the name.
It does it a little droppy, boys. So it'll drop you just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Slowly back up, then a massive drop. So on this ride, it's very scary.
I wouldn't do it. I'm going to be straight. I'm not going to do it.
I wouldn't have the balls to do it either. There was a ride that was very similar in America. They all got strapped in. They went on the ride. When they got strapped in, one teenager said, it doesn't feel too tight. Like, I don't feel like I'm strapped in enough. The guy strapping in, like, no, it's fine. Anyway, goes up, drops all the way down, and it stops. But as it stops, the momentum, one teenager, and he was a big boy. Like, he was a big boy, one of your linebackers and kind of thing.
Yeah, yep, right.
Completely fell out of the where he was strapped in, hit the deck hard, like smashed his whole body, died instantly. Not only that, you've got everyone else on the ride who's terrified that they're not now strapped in enough. Also seen a teenager die and fall out from where they've just... Fuck. Now, again, we'll go back to it. If you're working at these rides constantly...
Park, whatever, yeah.
And America have heaps
of them. Yeah, well, they seem to have, yeah.
This is becoming a daily thing, right? You just start getting stuck in the motion. You're not really taking as much care as you should. You're not thinking about it. This is a very important job.
Oh, most fucking definitely.
But after a while, you just feel like you're doing the same old thing. So when this guy's strapping everyone in, he's not doing those double checks. Because if this was my first day on the job...
Oh, can't I be triple checking?
That's the same as me.
Checking like 4 or 5 times. I'd be like, are you sure you're in time? They'd be like, yeah, oh, really? I'm like, I'm just making sure.
Now, there's a little bit of duct tape.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, man. I'm taking no risk. Fuck that. You're playing with people's lives at that point.
It's the same with bungee jumping and things like that.
Mate, the thought of that rope snapping or like not being like, nah, nope.
I'm the same as you. I couldn't do it. I would have to check 3-4 times over.
Yeah, I don't even think drunk me could do that. Like, I don't think I could have enough courage to be like, oh, you know what, I'm pretty fucked. Like, I'm going to bungee. I still
you mean jumping. Sorry, I thought you were taking on the job.
Yeah,
you're already worried. Why would you get drunk?
Like, sort of thing like, nah, but that's the same. It'd be like, I'm completely different, but it'd be the same as people that check over, like, airplanes and all that before, like, a flight. If they were just like,
on the engineers,
I mean, the fan's a bit... she'll be right. Like, you can't fucking do that.
You can't have that.
You can't fucking do that.
I will admit, I can very much be that person that goes, nah, she'll be right.
Oh, mate, I've done it multiple times at work. It's something as simple as like, we have to sweep the floors, and it's like, no, the floors look fine. But in reality, it's like, fuck, like all it takes is seriously, and it sounds stupid, but like if one grape's on the floor and it gets squished, man, like. Yep. It becomes a bit of a slippery surface.
Remind me, after this, perfect topic is workplace injuries that I remember seeing and hearing about at work. So we'll go back to that. Okay, so as we've spoken about, these are jobs that are very
high risk,
but in a
For
way
others,
they
though.
shouldn't be.
Yeah, correct.
They shouldn't be, but they can be if you just keep getting too used to them.
If you
and
care,
you're not taking that extra care.
it's sort of like careless, I guess. Like
Now,
for better or for worse.
Alec Baldwin.
Oh, mate, yep, not massive one.
So that's a massive one.
And people already hated that guy before that incident.
So with Alec Baldwin, he was on set. He was using a prop gun, and he was pretending to obviously shoot someone in the set, in the movie when they were filming a scene. Pulls the trigger. The gun goes off and hits. I think it might have been a camerawoman or someone who was just a director.
Yeah, it was
on
like
set.
on set.
Yeah. He shot her and killed her. The video's heart-wrenching of him realizing that she's actually dead. That's horrible in itself.
It would fucking be.
I get really pissed off when people are like, well, he shouldn't have fired the gun. He shouldn't have done this. He shouldn't have done... Are you kidding? It's a prop gun.
Yeah, but if it's a prop gun, how many times prior to that would he have shot that gun and it not have had that out? Like,
I think it's completely on the prop person, whoever set that up. Why is there even a live round?
Yeah, it may,
at all?
yeah. Well, you're spot on too. Like that makes
Why on earth would there
just
be?
use a cap gun.
But this is again, so the prop person use a cap gunner.
Yeah.
Then there's a kid.
No, but we're trying to make lighthearted of like a serious thing here. But you're spot on with what you're about to say. Yeah, like why is a prop person not? If a prop gun, any weapon that's a prop, I don't care. That should be checked over 10 times minimum 10 times.
And now that
Minimum.
now all these people that I've spoken about, their lives have now changed dramatically.
Oh, and forever.
Now, keep in mind, it is absolutely horrible that those people were affected and died. And
Yeah,
they now
condolences to like them,
they
like
they
family,
don't
friends.
have a life now. But I just sitting here, I'm going, okay, because you weren't doing your job properly, just going
This
with
is
the
now
flow,
the outcome.
you would have thought you're doing your everyday job, and now your life is changed forever. I couldn't.
Yeah, how do you? I was
going to
say live with the grief, live with
guilt.
like the fact, like knowing that, like, fuck, that's me. Like,
We've both had this because we can both get pretty anxious. Think about a time where you've been very anxious about a situation. You'll admit you have trouble sleeping. It's on your mind constantly. You try to think of it. Even your mind, you might have 30 seconds where you go, why am I worrying about this? Bang. Back into it. You're worrying
it seriously
even
is, man.
harder.
It's so bad. I think a great, again, podcast topic would just be anxiety in and of itself to just chat about.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
it's just, you sit there and you can't get rid of it.
yeah,
No
it's
matter,
just a constant,
there is
like,
nothing.
or you'll do like an activity and you'll be like, oh, I'm chilling. And then all of a sudden you get into bed. It's just you and your mind. And then it's just, hey, mate, you there? Yeah, remember that? Remember what you're feeling? And you're like,
Remember how you fucked up?
it's like, fuck.
So if it was something, I've never had something where I've never had a worry where I have really badly impacted someone's life. As in, like, this is serious damages. Saw on the news the other night, a truck driver, he was driving on the freeway. He hit something, wasn't sure what it was, but he felt like it was something massive and he's shocked. So he called the police and he's like, I hit something massive on the road. Can you guys just go check it out, whatever it was, massive kangaroo? Turns out it was a person. He hit someone. So
Fucking hell.
his life's now changed forever.
Yeah, fuck. Fuck. I don't even know how you comprehend. Like,
And that's what I'm saying with worrying and how you can have those moments where even something so small, and you and me both, we might look back on those worries we had that were massive for us and go, why the fuck did we worry about this? That's not something you can go, why the fuck did I worry about this? Like after a couple of years of working out and exercise. No, this is like there no matter what.
most definitely. And if anything, I think sometimes, granted, you don't want to over worry about everything, but I feel like it's sort of better to over worry than not worry, like in a sense.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to like do it to the point where
Cold-hearted.
it's just like, mate, like fucking chillax. But like, fuck, you definitely need like some attention of care and like
Definitely.
all that. Like
There-
fucking hell.
There's some people that are ridiculously cold-hearted that couldn't.
Oh
care
yeah, they
less.
couldn't give two shits.
And I sit there and I go, how do you not feel bad? I feel bad for you, but you don't feel bad.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't care, I'm whatever. I'm like, What do you mean you fucking whatever? Like, that's fucking serious. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's interesting. It's just, I think so. All right, so me and you have both worked at supermarkets, and I was playing in my head, okay, one guy, he didn't strap someone in correctly for when he was going on this ride, the giant drop. Another wasn't setting up the prop gun correctly, didn't test it. When I'm going through these scenarios, I'm like, okay, what in our job could we have?
Yeah.
Maybe if there's been a spill, right, because women in a supermarket, not cleaning it up fast enough or leaving it longer than it should be.
Sugars on the ground.
Yep.
Oil.
Oh, well, with oil, it's cat litter for us. Would you use sugar?
I use salt.
Yeah, salt.
Salt.
Yeah, where'd you get sugar from?
No, like if sugar's on the ground, like the actual sugar,
okay.
like, you know,
Yep.
like because like sometimes it sort of like blends in with the ground,
Yeah, yep.
a little bit, and then like you'll put your foot over it, and you'll be sort of like, oh, fuck, like,
Definitely. Yeah, there's there's a lot there. So that then led me to, I remember some of the complaints that I would get through and that I heard about, and we'd get done training. There was a woman who she saw a little bit of water under, I think it was like the veggie area.
Yep.
Saw a bit. We look at the cameras, and she saw it, stopped, went and got some food, came back, put the trolley to the side, slowly bent down, laid on her back next to the puddle, laid down with her hands on her chest for a little bit, and then just did a big breath in. And tried to play it off like and tried to sue ALDI. Tried to sue ALDI. And I was sitting there and I'm like, fuck right off. Fuck.
What out of curiosity, now that you're obviously no longer working there,
Yeah.
what did the manager say when you showed them that footage?
No, that was on training footage.
Oh, that was on training
That
footage.
was training footage.
Oh,
As in,
okay.
like, this is what can happen. Because she still, after it got shown in court, this is no bullshit, it got shown in court as in like, this is honestly what can happen. She still tried to fight it. And apparently the lawyer's just like, they've got you on video. I've seen it. Like, I literally just watched it. We can't win. And she's like, no, go for them. Go for the throat.
Hersey.
So there's a lot of people that use it. And then because they use that, apparently they use that to compare to another video where there was a yogurt spill at the front of the store and it should have been cleaned, but what they did was to cover it up, they covered it up with catalogs. Right? And it was told to by a customer. And then this old gentleman went past and slipped on the catalog and actually hit his head and really damaged himself. And it was to compare. It's like, look, you got people who are going to fake it, who are going to make the most out of it, what they can, because it would be life-changing money if you can actually,
bloody oath,
if you can get them. But then you got people who legitimately got hurt.
Yeah, fuck. I cannot stand people that would like try to pull that first scenario.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, the fuck are you doing?
Did you ever hear about the woman who got the McDonald's burns on her? She had a coffee and she burned her entire crutch. I feel like
I vaguely remember.
And she sued McDonald's.
Like, very vaguely.
Yeah, so with that,
she just poured on herself just for shits and gigs. Because I feel like,
so that many people thought that. So what was going on is she sued McDonald's and everyone was like, are you kidding me? Like, this is all your fault. It can't be that hot. You've done this deliberately. Like, because she got a massive payout. The problem was, the real story, she was an old lady. She had McDonald's coffee that was literally boiling hot. Like, not even joking. It was boiling hot, given to her. So hot, she spilt it on her lap, got serious burns on her groin, all up her. She was an old lady.
Oh, fuck.
She tried to sue McDonald's just for her hospital fees.
Yeah, medical fees, yep.
That's it. She just wanted to be covered there. Like, she was just your old school, just like, I don't want to bother
make a
anyone.
hassle. Yeah,
literally.
Genuine, yep.
And then it got picked up, and then I don't know if it was a lawyer or the family got involved, whatever. But then they made bank.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then like obviously the media
because
fucking,
McDonald's
like,
tried to fight it as well.
Yeah, shit.
So that's when it just turned, and they went, "Nah, we're going after you." Because McDonald's tried to fight, and she's like, "I'm just going for my medical bills. You're in the wrong. Fuck it."
Fucking hell, yeah.
But you're spot on. There's some people who will try to abuse the system.
Do you think we now live in a world though where any injury, like the immediate reaction is, I'm going to sue. It's like in the sense of like, I may have been the one that fucked up, and I know that I fucked up, but I'm going to be like, no, it's their fault.
Do you know what I see all the time?
Because I feel like that's such an ongoing thing now.
Do you know what I think is more common? Injuring yourself outside of work than going to work and making it look like work. It was a workplace injury.
Okay.
I see and hear about that all the time.
Fuck that.
All the time. And a lot of the people will be like, oh, well, I work, let's say you're doing something to do with pallets. I'm picking up pallets every day. And yeah, I injured myself outside of work, but it's because of how I've been treated at work. So I'm going to go back to work and I'm going to make sure that I get paid there. I'm like, far out. I mean,
fucking hell, it's such an effort.
I love how at all jobs they sit there and go, okay, how they'll sit there and they'll make training videos about how you need to lift correctly. It could be for anything.
I just hate the stock video like footage that you get.
They piss me off because I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, you can show me how to lift correctly all you want. If I do that, I will have to add an extra hour to my day to slow down the pace that I'm going at.
Well,
and I'll get in trouble. So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to lift correctly or do you want me to go home?
That plus, like, I'm probably going to have to get help from another person and, like, I'm going to, like you said, waste time waiting for someone to come along to be like, hey, help me lift this sort of thing. So, for fuck's sake.
They do that to cover their ass.
Most
they
definitely.
want you to do it.
Yeah, no, most definitely. And the videos are just so bad. Like, they're so outdated.
They are,
Or the person will be like, hey, are you ready to lift pallets? This is what you want to do. Step 1, bend with your knees and your back. And then it'll be like them doing like this in the video. And once you do this, then you can lift. And then it's like, like, what the fuck is going on?
All those CPR courses.
Oh, my fucking God. You've just, no, I can't. Oh.
I hate how they go for the whole day.
The whole day, and they're so enthusiastic.
My guy was too, actually.
Over the top, and I'm just like,
I was sitting there, I'm like, you do this five times a week.
Yeah, it's like, I love doing the CPR refresher course, guys. All right, so what do we do? Remember, pistol grip. Everyone get the pistols out. It's like, scoop the vomit out. Like, all the time. I'm like, my fucking God.
Man, those,
you got to do the beats harder there, Lee. Greg, I'm trying. I reckon I've cracked their ribs. That's okay, mate, as long as they're breathing. Mate, they're going to sue. They're going to sue me now because I've broken their rib. No, they won't. They're not responsive. That means that they're dead, Greg. No. Just keep humping.
Greg, I think you're a little too enthusiastic. You're a psychopath, Greg. Fuck. Yeah, I couldn't enjoy that job. Not a chance.
No, neither.
All right, guys, that was Morokaii with 2 eyes. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Boom.